So I got this song stuck in my head. It's not the whole song. It's literally one line of the song. So like, it's that kind of morning, I guess. It's just like, I feel it coming in the air. And it's like, everywhere. I don't know. I don't know the rest of it. That's the only line that keeps playing over and over and over again. So I tossed. And this is what we got. They're talking about how it's you season. They're talking about how this is time for yourself, but you need to harden your focus. And they are using the word harden. You need to harden your focus. So maybe you've been bouncing around a lot. They're saying, lock on to target and stay there for a second. They're talking about honing your vision of not only what you see for the future, but what you are currently working on. Know the ins and outs of it. You should know it as well as you know yourself, is what they're talking about. And then they directly just ripped right into numbers. So if I lose you right now, I'm so sorry. They threw out 8. 8 is all about balance. It is about the continuation, the flow. It can be seen as the infinity symbol if you tip it upside down. Great. Well, then they threw out a 4. 4 is half of 8, but it's 2 parts. Then they threw out the love card. Now, the love card in this Oracle deck is 33. And for some reason, they were like halves. And they were sticking with the halves from the 4, but they were talking about mirrored halves. So where if you turn 2 3s, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. If you turn 2 3s, they come together and they form an 8. That doesn't look like an 8. Just envision that in your mind. But they're talking about when 2 halves are mirroring each other, they find balance. And they're talking about this is what you need to do, is you need to not only cultivate the balance within yourself, but around you. And they're just talking about how you, I don't know what you guys have been doing, but somebody needs to drink water. And I don't know why, but they just inserted that in here. You really need to drink water. So if you haven't, I'm feeling the need to say pour some out for your dead homies. Like and I don't get that in the way of being like for people who have passed, but I get it more for like honoring your journey, your spirits, and the earth. I don't know why, but I feel the need to tell you to like speak a little blessing, pour some on the ground, and then drink it, which is so interesting. And I just keep hearing in the background, pour some out for your dead homies. Like, bleh. And they're just talking about you honoring both, like all parts of things. 1 being yourself and 2 being everything around you. And they're just talking about you're being kind of forced back into balance, but in a good way. And the only way to do it is through releasing your burdens. And they're just talking about this is you receiving your karma, but in a good way. Karma gets a bad rap, but in a good way. And they're talking about your need to balance your masculine and feminine inside of you in order to lead you to happy new things. We got the 4 out here again. We have the 8 out here again. And we have the 3 in the Empress out here again. And they're just talking about this is your time to birth something new. But you can't birth something new when you're not sitting in... You can't... okay, well, they're saying that you can't... It's not that you can't birth something new. So, excuse me, I'm being corrected. It's not that you can't birth something new. It's that you're not going to birth the thing that you want to birth if you're not balanced. So they're just talking about getting your Empress and your Emperor on the same page. They need to be working 2 halves of one whole and not tug a war against each other. This is what you're currently moving into because you are in your birthing season. You are in your creative season. You are giving new life to a ton of things right now. So if you are doing all the things and putting all the pieces together, keep going. Keep going, but remember, you got to love yourself as much or more than you love the thing that you are doing. You are the energy behind what you are doing. You're not separate. You are the energy. So you love your creation. You need to love you just as much. And that's what they are stressing. The focus is you this season. Nobody else, nobody around you, nobody who's with you. The focus is you. Keep it focused. Bye, B.